What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight is the RevX Wrestling review for the 8/8 edition of WWE Smackdown. I'm your co-host Buddha Fire. With me, as always, my co-host MJ Hat, and
What's up,
tonight
y'all?
was actually not too terribly bad.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm still kind of reeling from SummerSlam. I kind of feel like there's more that could have been done, but I personally don't know what. So we'll get into that. We'll get into that here in just a little bit. We always start out these things by letting you guys know that exclamation point stage that will get you directly into a conversation with me and Buddha. We enjoy having people come up on the stage and talk to us. You will be on stream if you do, however, just be advised of that. Please, though, come on up. We want to hear from you. With that little plug out of the way, actually, I have a surprise, and I don't know if you. I know you know about it, but I know they haven't. Check it out, dude.
Oh yeah,
Check it out.
look at the
Isn't that nice?
merch. Look at
Isn't
the
that
merch.
nice?
Back up just a little bit. There you go,
I
right there.
can't really.
Oh no, like right there to edge. Yeah, no, that's perfect right there. Check out the merch, guys. We actually have our own Revolution X T-shirt, complete with "Turn Your Ass Around, Boy." Now come to the right,
Yeah,
complete with the Doobie Den on the back of it, guys. You can get that merch through Hats, uh,
that's right.
Fourth Wall Store. I think he's got it linked somewhere. So make sure if you want to
Exclamation
support us,
mark.
click on that and bam, hook us up, guys. With that, Kez, why don't you get
So,
us into the Raw recap?
all right, let's talk about Raw for a minute. I feel like Raw was a lot more exciting than SmackDown this week.
It was.
Uh, for Raw, we had Rusev and Sheamus, which ended in DQ, and they fought all over the arena all night. It was an ongoing gag. There were several different spots. Charlotte and Alexa, they had a women's tag team title match against Judgment Day and picked up the dub, securing their spot as champions. Uh, Dirty Dom, defeated Dragon Lee. Uh, there are now a total of four El Grande Americanos, which is quite a lot. Kind of defeated the New Day's new lackey, Grayson Waller. There was a nice little spot with Xavier's hat being a frisbee. Nikki Bella challenged Becky Lynch to an Intercontinental Championship match, but Becky, she sucker punched her, and then told her that her and Seth are the power couple of WWE, but it used to be her and oh wait, you can't see him anymore. Wait, it was actually Burn Simmons. A lot of
Dude,
people thought that was
oh,
unscripted,
that was
so
fucking golden. That was golden.
I gotta stop you right there. I don't think there's anything that really comes across WWE screens that is unscripted.
Mm.
Just being honest. So, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Seth Rollins retains from against LA Knight after CM Punk causes a DQ, uh, leading to Rollins' group taking control. And Roman Reigns shows up. Of course he does. And he got another pair of shoes stole, I believe.
Yeah.
It looks like Buddha's got a little personal note here. It says, I'm saying Seth defends against Knight, Punk, and Reigns at Clash in Paris. I don't know. That's a big match. We'll talk about it, though. Great fallout from SummerSlam. Interesting to see how the card builds up for Clash in Paris. I'm afraid they're going to treat Clash in Paris like another Saturday night's main event. It's just not one of the bigger shows. It's not one of the big four. It's not even one of the big six.
Mm.
So I don't know how that's going to do. But there is something that came out yesterday, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to. All right. So yesterday or day before one, news broke about ESPN getting a deal with WWE starting WrestleMania 2026. They are going to. I'm sorry. They're going to have the PLE specifically on ESPN Plus. Unless you are a Spectrum, DirecTV, ESPN, you get it through your cable company, right?
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't. because that is a premium channel.
Ugh.
And here's my thoughts. I don't. I'm gonna pay it. Okay, that's not the thing. There are a lot of people that are used to the idea of WWE and the network, mind you, being $9.99 a month. I think that ESPN will end up offering a WWE package. That's just my opinion.
I'm sure you're
Hopefully,
right. I mean, like you said, news just broke about it, and I'm sure that we've only got the main essentials of it right now. But as it break,
yeah,
you said that this doesn't start until WrestleMania of 26. Okay, so on that note, you still got about 10 months or so to really roll with it to see exactly how the pricing is going to be if they bring out that WWE package, which I'm absolutely agreeing with you on that. I'm sure that they will because of the simple fact that unless they have some kind of an idea as to how to make this work, WWE fans are going to feel really gypped right there. I mean, you get
yeah,
PLEs
a lot of
for
money.
$6 a month on Peacock. Okay.
No, nine,
Um,
nine.
Actually, as a matter of fact, Peacock is included on the Spectrum thing. So I don't
Mhm.
pay for that, and not I'm sure there's a million other people like me, and I'm sure there's other people that do not have that deal.
Okay, well, I pay for Peacock. I get Peacock as a solo service.
Yeah, but what I'm
Nine
saying
ninety nine.
is like people are still going to end up paying it because of the fact that
Yeah,
diehard fans, you want to see your wrestling. However, I
I'll
think
pay
they'll
it.
restructure it somehow to make WWE fans feel like they're really not getting gypped out of that. But on that
Yeah, there's
note,
gonna have to be something.
let's get into SmackDown, guys. SmackDown comes to us. I never got the arena name, but it was in Montreal, Quebec, Canada that night. And we get John Cena opening the show, plays to the crowd, gets him
Mhm,
going. Pure face Cena.
mhm.
He says he gets into like this little sappy part, and he he says he's afraid that the universe is going to forget him when he's gone. I'm here to tell you,
That's
I'm not really the
that's
biggest John Cena
okay.
fan. However, the man's got 25 years in the business. He's done everything that you can imaginably do. He's been such an over produced character for so many years. John, you ain't got nothing to worry about. 50 years from now, when we're talking about wrestling, guarantee your name will still be there somewhere. Just saying.
No doubt.
So
Can
anyway,
we
go
can
ahead.
we address the elephant in the room right quick?
Yeah,
And by that I mean Brock Lesnar.
yeah.
Um, we we uh, we here at RevX Wrestling Review, uh, we had a conversation about Brock, and I honestly, I don't think we'll see him for another month before he really starts doing promos. But WWE needs to get their script right and figure out who's asked for Lesnar to come back, because on Sunday it was Cena, and on Monday it was Nick Khan and Paul Levesque.
Hmm.
So that sorry, I don't mean to be poking holes in things, but there's pokey poke poke poke. You
Well,
know.
no. Let me actually touch on that for a second. I will say that I believe I was actually talking to a but we went to Goodwill today, and I've got a buddy that is a big wrestling fan that works there, and we were actually having a conversation about that as well. And I said, like from what I've heard, Cena wanted it was basically Cena's dropping the title to Cody. He's only got a few matches left. He wants who he wants, and they're going to do everything they can to get him who he wants. He asked for Lesnar. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit what they say. I really believe
Boom.
if there's a driving factor behind Brock Lesnar's return, John Cena is that driving factor. However,
I feel like that's fair.
do what?
That's fair.
All right, so getting back on track, um, he says that he won't back down from Brock Lesnar. He never has. He never will. He challenges anyone in the back that if they feel as though they got the guts. If they want some, come get some. John Cena's whole thing. Of all people in this world, Logan Paul's music hit and he comes out
Matt.
and he tells Cena that he went soft. And he can't deny that Logan Paul's been the same character since day one, which, to his credit, that's facts. Paul
So
challenges Cena to a match. Cena's going to try to get the crowd going. Says, "Hey, let's do it here." Paul says, "No, we're not doing it here. Something that big, we got to do that at Clash of Paris." As he says that, McIntyre attacks. They get an upper hand. Cody's Rhodes music hits. He comes out, makes the save. Cena tells Paul, "You know what? You're on at Clash of Paris, so there's another match already building up for that card." And Cena says, "Since you're in a fighting mood tonight, and I think I might have a tag team partner in Cody Rhodes, let's just go ahead and do this tonight." So we get a tag team
Right?
main event announced for John Cena, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Yeah, let's keep going. I'm being paged.
Okay, so after that we get a little vignette in the back with Motor City Machine Guns, in which they say, "Hey, they dropped the ball at SummerSlam. They didn't get what they needed to get done, and they're going to try to crawl their way back up to the top tonight." So that leads us into our first match, which is a tag team match. It's Motor City Machine Guns against Solo Sikoa and Tala Tonga. Motor City Machine Guns got a little bit of time to
Let
shine in
him
this
in. He's
match,
in the
but
bathroom. You can't go in there right
guys,
now.
it was the heel team that took the victory.
Stop.
Tala Tonga, look, the guy is 7'3", I think they said, and he gets tagged in on a blind tag, comes in, big boots, and I say this just as I say this, big boots Alex Shelley from the top rope to the floor, and then turns around, hits Chris Sabin with the choke slam. 3 seconds later, the newly named MFTs get the victory this evening. That is the name they're going with for Solo Sikoa's group, and I'm telling you, I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Now they've been calling them that for I think 2 weeks now, but it hasn't been solidified. Like it wasn't actually on the screen until tonight.
Tonight, and with the shirts and everything else, they're making sure that you know what's up. Uh, Solo is on the mic after the match saying he's ready to go, but there's nobody in the SmackDown locker room that is going to take him on. So because of that, they're going to celebrate. They're not. They go to leave. Nick Aldis comes out and says, "No, no, no. Since you want to run your mouth, uh, I actually have somebody in the back that's ready to go. He's a special visitor." And we get Sammy's music hits. Of course, it's in Montreal, like I said. So you got the hometown boy getting a big old pop, and he really did get a major crack on that one. So
Yeah, he did. It was big.
once he gets to the ring, I'm gonna let Hat take over for match 2, which was
Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa.
there you go.
So you know, talking about pop and the Montreal crowd loving Sami Zayn. Zayn really kind of controlled the majority of this match. I kind of felt like this was a different Sami Zayn after his Karrion Kross feud. I felt like he was coming out the gate with a lot more offense. He wasn't really holding back and being that sheepish Sami Zayn that that kind of stayed in the corner no, he was all over the place. This was boom, 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 boom. But Sammy ended up getting a quick 1, 2, 3. So he rolled him up, right? Like if memory serves. So that was pretty much how that ended. He got out of the MFTs. So it was a good homecoming kid win pop.
Yeah.
That was what they were going for, and that's what they got. Then we got Charlotte and Alexa in the back, and Charlotte said that she had something planned for Alexa. So commercial, we get a Wyatt 6 promo, and they say it's not about fame. There are more lessons to be learned, and that's it. That's the extent of the promo. But every one of the members of the Wyatt 6 spoke.
Again,
I point that out because
again, that's becoming a common thing, and I kind of like it.
I do too. So then we get Charlotte and Alexa. They're in the ring, and there's 2 pedestals in the ring. One of them's got a cake. The other has a box. And you can never tell what's in WWE's boxes. Okay, so we thought it might have been title belts or something. So Charlotte and Alexa go to the ring, like I said. Charlotte's name is plastered on this cake, and in the little right-hand corner it says "and Alexa." So congratulations, Charlotte and Alexa. And then They open the box, and Alexa gets what's her name? What's the doll's name?
Lily.
Um,
Lily.
Lily. Thank you. Uh, Alexa gets Lily, and Charlotte brings out Charlie, and it's literally one of these little fugly dolls that are at Walmart. It's so funny. It's so funny. And then they go. Charlotte says, "Fine, you can hug me." Alexa didn't want to, and they started to sneak close. And then we got Chelsea Green. So Chelsea and the Secret Harvest made their way down to the stage. Um, she says that I'm sorry. Charlotte says she has one more gift for Alexa, and that's whooping Chelsea's ass for coming out there and interrupting the celebration. And then Nick Aldis comes out with a new referee with a little bow tie on his shirt, pinned right here. And he said, "I got a gift for you too. It's his brand new referee's first match. Y'all can break him in." So that led us into match number 3, which was
Singles match with Charlotte Flair and Chelsea Green. Before we even get this match started, they already done all the promo work and everything, had everything ready, and we
mm-hmm,
get a backstage
mm-hmm.
segment with Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. Melo
Yeah,
asked
that's
Miz where he's been for the last 2 months. Miz said he's been, trying to, work on himself, this, that, and the other. Hayes says he's going to do this on his own. Miz says, well, he's already thought about that, and he's got them a tag match next week. Hayes says, cool. He leaves. Nick Aldis walks up and asks him what that was about. And Miz says, hey, can I talk to you in your office for a little bit? So they show him walking into the
yeah.
office. And then we finally get back to the match that was already ready to go. Um,
Can, can I say I think we're gonna get some Miz shenanigans?
I'm
I
sure.
think that's coming.
I'm sure. You are not wrong there. So this match, guys, was very subpar at best. A lot of
Yeah,
difficult spots to see. A lot of just crap placement of things. So let's just go ahead and jump to the end of this match because it was probably the funniest thing. Chelsea has
yeah,
the Secret Harvest get the cake, so they get the cake to the apron. Alba jumps up like straddles Piper like a wheelbarrow type thing and pushes the cake all the way into the ring to Chelsea. Chelsea has an
yep,
idea to embarrass Charlotte with this. Charlotte, and I don't understand why Charlotte gets away with this the way she does. Charlotte
yeah.
counters the unpretty her from Chelsea into an unpretty her of her own, and then gets the
And I
figure
don't.
eight locked on for the victory. I don't understand why they give Charlotte the ability to steal everybody's finisher. Like when we
Can I
grew up,
say that
yeah, go ahead.
her eating the cake off of Chelsea was the funniest bit
Oh
in
yeah,
this
yeah,
whole
that like just sold everything. It's like I'm gonna have my cake and you're gonna eat it too while she gets her up in the fucking figure
hmm
eight. So yeah,
hmm
that was funny, but man, like you can't even have your own finisher anymore without somebody wanting to steal shit. And I mean,
No.
like I'm okay. So let me just be honest about something, right? Transparent, if you will. I'm not taking anything away from Charlotte. Charlotte's a great athlete. However, since her return, she's been known to use a spear that she didn't really use. She stole from Bianca Belair because Bianca uses it just about every fucking match. She
Correct.
has stole the Devil's Kiss from Stephanie Vakir.
Correct.
Trust me, not a good idea for her because she ain't got nothing bouncing back here. It's like skin and bone.
No.
Okay, just stop while you're ahead. And then now she tried to steal the best moonsault ever from Tiffy and well ate defeat on that one. And now tonight she's
Yeah.
stealing the unpretty her from fucking Chelsea Green. Like Charlotte, you don't need to be doing that shit. You're good on your
Charlotte's
own.
one of those. She's one of those wrestlers that doesn't really even have to wrestle. She just has to make an appearance.
Right.
That is 98% of her contract. I'd say is appearances with a small percentage of in ring work. I I know that she's a 14-time women's champion. Thank you, but I feel like she should be doing more ring work. She should be better than what she is. I mean, maybe that's just old school me talking, but am I wrong?
I think that's why they put her with Alexa in the tag team. I feel as though you're right what you
Maybe.
say there, and what I feel is like instead of having her get back to main event status so quickly put her somewhere where she can actually hone back in her craft and get comfortable before getting that push. I mean, guys, come on, seriously. If you think Charlotte Flair's done being the tag team champion, no.
No.
Like Hat said 30 seconds ago, 14-time champion. She's going to try to get I'm more than certain she is the women's record holder all time. I'm
She
more
is.
than certain on that.
She
If
is.
I'm wrong, please hit the chat up, leave a comment, let us know. I'm okay
You're
being
not.
wrong. However,
You're not
14-time
wrong.
champion. She's only 3 away from being able to get to John Cena and her. She's 2 away from passing her dad, 3 away from tying John Cena, 4 away from being the overall champ. Do I see her ever doing that? No. Do I see her at least getting to her dad's record? Yes. I
I
see a
do
couple
too.
more. I see a couple more title reigns in Charlotte.
I think she stops at 16.
Yeah,
I can see that.
and that would be
Which
okay too.
means,
That would be cool.
which okay, hold on. Which means we can't be putting her willy nilly in every single championship storyline there is. So she has to do some of this mid card work.
Yeah,
That's all she's got left.
but
She's
it's
done
working.
this top
It is working
for now
for now. You're right
with
for
Alexa
now,
Bliss in the
but
tag
it
team
is working.
division. It is working.
Now, do I
What I
see
see
her
in
going
Charlotte's
after like the
future,
U.S. title? No. If
there
anything, I
you
would
go.
see her
There you
pushing
go.
over to Raw and taking on for the Intercontinental title because let's face it, higher
I
belts
agree.
on flagship
Mm-hmm.
show. Okay, not saying
Yep,
that bad, but it's a word of truth. If you look at the titles on
well,
Raw and you look how prestigious and how featured and how like well protected they are. And then you look at SmackDown, hell, they're just throwing them kind of everywhere.
okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The WWE Championship is still the premier title in WWE.
Agree to
It
disagree.
is a great. Well, that's fine,
Okay, fine. Let
but
me ask you this question. Okay, I'll
go
take you on
ahead.
that, but let me ask you this question: if Roman Reigns wins the
Uh-huh.
World Heavyweight Championship and brings it to Prestige, are we going to be having the same conversation, or is it going to be no? The
Yes.
World Heavyweight Championship is now the most prestigious in the company because of who holds it.
Okay. You and I would still be having this conversation. Absolutely. Here's why. Here's why. Because Roman Reigns held that undisputed WWE title. He merged them and he held them for what was it? 1,400 days.
15,
That's the
almost.
belt he built. It would take him another 4 years to get the world heavyweight title up to that status.
I don't think so. Name
I hope
alone,
you're right. I hope
name
you're right.
alone, name alone would put it into a prestigious tier. Let's say not up there with that 4 year reign. Absolutely not. However, correct booking, he could take that title and in a year probably do what he had in 4. Just being
I
honest.
do. I hope that you're correct. I want you to be correct. I want both the titles on equal footing, but they are not.
They are not.
And for the Intercontinental, for the women's division, is absolutely a better tier belt than the women's US. I can agree
Yes.
with that
Yes.
110%. However,
Better.
if they don't do something better with the world championship, then we've got problems.
I might get some hate for this one, but better names holding better titles.
Agreed? No, no, agreed.
Becky Lynch over Jillia any day, any day.
Yeah.
Okay, any day.
Well, she's an old head. She's an old head at this
The
point.
only, the only. No, no. I think I'm kind of spot on this. The only titles that are not held by a decent name right now, and I'm sorry, I might get some hate
Mhm.
for this as well, but is the Raw Tag Team titles and the Judgment Day.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
There's better
Because
names
what
that
is
can hold
JD
those
and Ken
titles.
doing? What is JD and
Exactly.
Ken doing with those belts?
They're doing exactly what they done the last time they held them for
I
God and
got it.
ever. All they are doing is holding them. They're not doing anything with them. Like Roxanne and Raquel done more for the women's tag titles than Finn and JD have done for the men's. Let's just
I
put it.
agree
Let's just put
wholeheartedly.
facts where facts are. Dom Mysterio is doing the best out of that group, hands down. Like there's no
Yes.
argument there. Dom Mysterio is becoming his own person, and I'm here to tell you guys I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and current Intercontinental Champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. But like Dom is your next big main eventer. I feel like I think he's coming up, and I don't know why they're holding him back the way they are because he has the crowd, he has the ability, he's got the name.
I don't think it's a
So
holding back as much as it's just a time frame right now. With what they've got working right now, how do you add Dom into, say, a Cody Rhodes, John Cena storyline, or how do you add Dom Mysterio into a Gunther, Seth Rollins, CM Punk storyline? Like,
you know what they should have done?
what's up?
Because I can answer that.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah, but nobody would have
That's how you
ever.
do it.
I don't know. I can agree to that, but I feel as though he would be one that they would use the backfired on.
Maybe because he's such a heel.
He's not really a
I can
heel.
see
It's
that.
just the fact that, like, okay, so looking at
Dominic
him right
Mysterio
now. Look,
is a heel.
again, I'm a huge Dom Mysterio fan. Okay, do not get me wrong. I am a huge Dom
Mm-hmm.
Mysterio fan.
Mm-hmm.
However, can you really see putting him as the face of the company and being able to roll with it?
No,
All right,
no,
that is
no.
where my point really lies. From the
Not with his
business
current
perspective of it,
attire persona.
that's
No.
why they haven't pulled that trigger yet. Dom is a very small build. I think if he gained some
You
muscle,
know,
got a little, a bigger build about him, got rid of that stupid mullet, and actually felt something that adheres to him, I really believe they could make a hell of a character out of Dom. However, he is doing wonderful in what they have him right now. He is bringing prestige to that Intercontinental Championship, regardless of what any naysayers have to say. He's done more for that belt in the last, 3 months than Braun Breaker done for it, than Sami
can I
Zayn done
ask
for
you?
it. Like, he's done
Can
more
I ask
for it
you another question?
since Gunther had it and held it for all that time. I feel as though
You're
he's
absolutely
been the one to
100%
have the
correct.
most importance for it, and he's took on good names. Like, he ain't taking on weak asses. He's taking on good names.
I've got another question for you.
Shoot,
Okay,
mm,
20 years ago, you and I had a similar conversation about a one Randy Orton
fair.
and how he was such a heel. He was wearing an Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
He was under Triple H and Ric Flair, and he did get the rub. We were talking about how we didn't really know if his character, this legend killer, this prodigy, this whole would be able to go the distance, right? Look today.
I
And again,
feel as
that's
though we
20
are
years.
watching. No, I feel as though we are watching a 20-year storyline because I do feel as though we're kind of seeing a young Orton replay. Where did they stick Orton before they put him in heavyweight title picture? Intercontinental title.
Uh,
And he held that for a
yeah,
good minute and was very
yes, it did.
successful in holding that title. So, do I see this being like the stepping stone for Dom to get to that point? Yeah. Do I feel as though, and God, I hate to say this. I really hate to say this. Pardon me, but do I see more of like a Logan Paul needing to be champion for Dom Mysterio's win to be a legitimate one? Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Ooh,
Sorry,
ooh,
guys.
I didn't need that, bro.
Okay,
Damn,
but
you just broke my heart.
right, but think about this. Like, do
Oh,
you really see Dom Mysterio like beating Cody Rhodes?
right now,
Yeah.
no.
Okay,
And in another
that's what
couple of years,
that's
maybe.
what I'm saying. If they wanted to push that, and you got to look at it as the business sense of it, if they wanted to push that and do the Money in the Bank, I think that's a wonderful idea. Like, that would be the foot in the door for sure. But like, with
Legitimately beating Cody Rhodes? No, absolutely not.
right, so it would be a one and done. I feel as though if they try to do something like that now, meaning that
Right
he
now,
would
yes.
cash in, probably be successful, and hey, that's great, but it would be a fluke because whoever he
Hmm?
done that to is going to be right back on Raw I'm beating your ass come next event. We get to the next event and that happens. And I feel as though that's how it would work. So I feel as though it'd be a
Which I
wasted
do.
opportunity to do that.
Yeah, right now it would, but in another 5, who knows? Who
That's true.
knows?
Well,
Who
sorry
knows
guys,
what
we
we'll be
got
talking
way,
about?
way off of track. I apologize for that. We've told you before when we get into actually talking about wrestling, it can veer off course. And right there was a perfect example of it veering way the hell off the course. So getting back to the event,
Well,
we get a backstage segment with an interview with Tiffany, asking what she, what her plans are now. And of course, Tiffy being the champion she is, says she's been champion for 214 days or 216 days. I can't remember which number it was. But and that she had planned on doing that, planned on staying on top. Jade walks into the picture and says, the next time the story is going to be different, and Tiffany tells her the story might be different, but the result's always going to remain the same. So Tiffy walks away. Kiana James and Jillia walk into the picture, give Jade a card, tell her if she's really passionate about wanting to go after that title again, give them a call. They'll help her out. She says she's going to do it on her own. They leave, and then Mishin comes into the picture and says, "Hey, what are you going to do with that card?" Jade gives the card to Mishin. She says, "I'm going to call us to try to get you U.S. title opportunity." I feel as though that whole spot, like the Tiffy interview and the Jade spot, was fine. But adding in the Kiana and then the Mishin and with Jilly and the point of what we were just
yeah,
having on about is right there.
we don't need that. We
Jillian
don't
has
need
done
that.
nothing for that U.S. title since having it, except that now she has to have an interpreter because she can't fucking speak English.
Well, to be fair, she's only had it what, a month, maybe?
uh, she won it before Mania, didn't? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. She won it
No.
before. She won it before Saturday night's main event.
Are you sure?
Might have been Saturday night's main event that she won it at.
I thought it was at Evolution, but I could be wrong. Or the SmackDown before. Anyway, that's not really the point.
Somewhere
The
there,
point
yeah.
is no, Julie is not doing anything as of yet. As of yet. Then we got a Aleister Black promo on Damian Priest, where Aleister says he's got Damian sitting at home on his ass. Uh, then we get Cena and Truth running into each other in the back, and Truth realizes it's old school Cena and says he's going back to himself as well. And Cena says, "Well, that's good because you went nuts for about 5 months, tried to ruin wrestling, wanted to steal the championship, but it was nice to see you." And it was this whole mirror segment. It was really cute. It makes me wonder if we're not going to get Truth thinking that he's John Cena.
I hope not.
So
I hope not.
I mean, that when he fought Cena, he was Cena. So that just. But that led us into our main event, which tonight was started at the beginning of the show. It was Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre taking on John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and we are in an ad break, which is fine. All right, so
You're gonna have to do this one on
here's
your
the
own, bro. Because I didn't write
yeah.
shit down for this
I
because
see that.
I was in the bathroom at this time.
Listen,
Sorry, guys.
you're all right. I think I need to wait like another minute, but I don't know. Look, let me talk about Truth for just a second because I don't want to just put dead space.
Uh,
Uh, Truth, man, I think we all bitched and moaned to get him back, and he did the one and done with Cena, and we haven't seen him since, and no one's talked about it until tonight, right?
mm,
Besides that little squabble with Damien and Alistair.
yeah,
So what? Ron Simmons is the plot device. Like, is that really what we're going to do with his character?
maybe.
I just I feel I know he's at the end of his career, but I still feel like that R Truth, K Quick, Ron Simmons, whatever you want to call him. I think he's got one more big one left in him. Something, some sort of comedy or one big thing. And I want to see it, and I hope it's Cena. I hope it is Cena, and they have a legitimate match, not some BS.
No.
That would be great. But let me digress because we're back now, and guys, welcome back. We're just about to talk about the main event, which was Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre taking on Cena and Rhodes. This match, man, okay. I didn't think it was that great. I thought they had some good spots. There was a point in the beginning where Cody had Logan in a headlock, I think, and was reaching out his arm to Cena, who was all the way on the other side of the ring, and I kind of thought he was Mr. Stretch, or Mr. Fantastic, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, all in all, this match was fine. I mean, it ended in DQ because Logan Paul hit John in the balls, and they went backstage. But the ending is what the talking point really is. And this is Drew McIntyre hits Cody with the belt, and then claymores him through the side of the announce table, not the top, but the side, like underneath it. And that's what we go off the air seeing is Cody and Drew leaning in, whispering to him what I didn't hear what Drew said. So if you guys did, like, put it in the comments, put it in chat, come up on the stage and tell us, like, we don't know, we didn't catch that. But all in all, man, the match it was okay. It's a good show for the whole show. It's a good show for coming back from SummerSlam. You could definitely tell that they were on their let's take it one step at a time. Yeah, autopilot's a good phrase. What do you give the show tonight, cuz?
We doing out of 5?
Out of 5, yeah.
We're gonna say a 3. Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Decent matches.
Yeah.
We'll say decent matches. A little bit of storytelling tonight, not a lot. The cliffhanger at the end is probably the best thing we got from the night. I know we had discussed where Cody goes from here. Drew McIntyre, I feel as though is a solid starting point.
It could be.
Maybe they'll actually give Drew a chance. Let him run with the title for a little bit.
Can I ask you, do you think we get Drew and Cody for Clash in Paris?
Yes. Yeah. Hands down. Hands down.
Okay.
That one's solid. I'm seeing. I don't know, man. It's like I said. I really see a fatal 4 for the other title, and I see Rollins defending against Reigns, Knight, and Punk.
Can we? I know we're coming to the end of the show here.
Sure.
All right. So I just want to go back over one or two little things. You and I said we were going to talk about the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to bring that up because, again, I don't feel like this particular show had a lot of good talking points.
Right.
I feel like we just kind of blew through the results there.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part of our show is going to be the conversation we had about Charlotte.
Yeah.
And
no doubt.
So
no doubt.
Let me ask you. You say that you see this Fatal 4-Way match. I see a number 1 contenders match.
I could see that as well, but if you're trying to get more money out of that event, okay, you still got a little bit of time. So, what would I want to push more, especially if I've already kind of laid the foundation for it? Do I want a number 1 contenders match to have Seth Rollins defending against such and such, or do I want Seth Rollins defending against 3 mainstay people in a place that we haven't really gone to a lot, and see if we can't draw big ass money that way?
I mean, you're not wrong. It's a good marketing procedure. So I have to agree with that. I like your idea. I'm not. Please don't take it as I'm shooting you down because I absolutely am not. I think Fatal 4-Way is kind of big. Not that it hasn't been done, couldn't be done.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see. What was I going to say? LA Knight. LA Knight. He's not really a main eventer right now. So I feel like for the show after SummerSlam, that's where they should go for the title match if they're going to have one.
Yeah.
Because that's not a guarantee
either.
Let
him actually get an honest shot at it instead of like what happened Monday night. I mean, granted, yeah, hey, it was great. He came out there, he laid his spiel. told Seth what was up. I beat you last time. I'm gonna beat you again, but this time it's gonna be for worth it basically. Uh,
And
CM Punk just
what
picked
has
the wrong time to
Roman
come out,
done?
man. I mean,
What has Roman done to get involved in this besides punch Seth?
um, well, I mean that's really it, but I mean that's really all it takes too. You know,
I I think that we get Punk and Roman against the Braun Bronze at some point too,
uh,
because of the Shoe of Holland.
uh, I don't, bro, I don't know if I can agree
I
on
didn't say
that.
I wanted it. I didn't say I wanted it,
I don't think
but
I can
I
see
feel
CM
like
Punk and Roman Reigns actually tagging. However, I do still feel there's animosity between those two there, and it kind of did show on Monday night. You know,
mhm,
but I feel as though we get more of a match between them than a match of them tagging against somebody else.
that's a possibility too. I mean, both of them were betrayed by Paul Heyman. That's the big story this year is Paul Heyman's betrayal.
Paul Heyman, man, for
Uh,
sure.
John Cena's not heel turn. Uh, I don't know. There's so many things. We're still at a very early planning stage
Mm,
as far as the next few events go. The things can be swerved right now. There, nothing's really concrete because we're at the beginning of our next quarter,
yeah,
if you will. So for this quarter, what is the big show that's coming? Is it it's in December, right?
it's
Or is
November
it November?
29th, and it's Survivor Series.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Um,
Well, they
I
played a
got
graphic
one
for
more
it
question.
today, so
I got one more question, and then I'll stop.
yeah, let's go.
John Cena's final opponent.
Damn it! I
Who
knew
do
you
you
was
think?
gonna ask me that. I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like I'm sure that it's based on who he wants to face, right? So
John's not going back to WrestleMania,
no.
so
So whoever he
um,
faces, whatever, what is that? What the hell is December's event?
I don't remember.
I can't say I do either. But I
Armageddon?
mean,
No, they don't do that anymore.
like, I
Uh,
don't know. Like, Brock Lesnar is going to be somewhere around there, but I like we discussed it at the first of the show. I don't see Brock Lesnar
I don't
really
think
being
he'll be.
around for too long. And I don't think he's going to be around long enough for it to be John Cena's final match. I don't think John Cena wants to lose out to Brock Lesnar to finish his legacy off. Sorry, just I don't think.
No, I feel like he would give the rub to somebody else, and I know no one's going to agree with me. But do you want to know what I would like to see?
Yeah, sure.
Say his name, and he appears.
We started singing that tonight, actually.
Yes, because
Like,
Joe Hendry will be in WWE before too long. Trust
yeah,
me.
but like we were actually doing that when Cena started calling out whoever wanted to come
Yeah.
out. We were both like, hell yeah, here comes Joe Hendry. We're gonna have a good time. Yeah, we didn't get Joe Hendry, guys.
Well, Joe has openly said on different podcasts that he has challenged Cena to one match in
He
his final
has.
year
Hmm.
and got no response. So
I would
I
like to see
honestly would
that
love to see
happen,
it.
but I mean, only time will tell, guys. Like, could it be Joe Hendry? Yeah,
That'd be a
sure.
good rub.
Yeah, good.
Be a
Like,
good rub.
it would. But anyway, guys, with that, that is going to conclude our RevX's wrestling review for the 8-8 edition of WWE SmackDown. We both agree with a solid 3 out of 5 of this event, and honestly, they could have done better, and honestly, they could have done worse.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, until
Oh
next Friday
yeah.
night, we will see you again for another recap, and it'll be the 8-15 edition of WWE SmackDown, along with the recap from Raw and any other wrestling news that may happen during the week. We want to thank you guys as always for coming on and tell you guys if you haven't followed us yet, please do. Give myself and Had a follow. That way you can know when we're both going live because we do gaming and we do go live at different times. Also, if
Yeah.
you subscribe to our YouTube channels, we both have one. It's basically the same event. We just have a few different things, but we would both love a
Yeah.
a sub from you guys. And if you all have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever you want to talk wrestling, anything like that, feel free to join us on the stage when we're live right now. Or if you'd like, leave us a comment on this video on YouTube,
Uh oh.
and we will make sure to get back to you. What?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Nothing. We're good. We're good. We're good. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Like he said, that's Buddha Fire, or whichever way you are. I'm not sure. This way direction. I'm MJ Hat. We love y'all. Peace out, y'all.
Later.